Hello, it's Glenda and Buster
And Rosie.
with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community. Our friendly community welcomes you. Voices. And my eyes, I don't know if it's my eye or my left. My eye. My eye just got all icky right there. For a moment I couldn't. I think I got a little. Come on, you get it too. That little film sometimes gathers in the corner. All of a sudden, like, you tear.
Are you going to leave that in?
I don't know, should I? I don't bother me none. Tonight I think I'm just going to try to figure out, with your help in the comments, what middle age is. What is middle age? It's midlife. Does anybody ever define that? I think I know. There's what they call midlife. I don't know the difference between midlife and middle-aged. Because, okay. Midlife, I guess, would be the middle of your life, which none of us really know. That's kind of an arbitrary number. But if most people would figure that the average lifespan is 85, then, excuse me. Okay, I'm just throwing this out there. If they were to figure that the average lifespan was, I need an even number. It's easier, I don't have to deal with fractions in my head. Okay, let's say 84. Then 41 is middle-aged. No, midlife. Midlife. Yeah, that's what I was discussing, is midlife. Okay. Now, middle age, I think I've defined that one now, too. I'm not looking at any books or reading this or figuring out what it is on any expert sites. Nope, this is all out of my head. Middle age is when you are in between the time when you watch your children grow up and the time that you're watching your your parents' declining years. I know that sounds a little depressing on both ends, but there's where I think it is. I think that's it. Because you're in the middle. You're always going to be in the middle somewhere, somehow. So you just as well be in the middle here too. So your middle age, or middle ages, let's just go with middle ages, like in the, well, you cut it out. Cut what out? Throwing us around all over like sacks of nothing. I didn't say we're Saxon. No, you just act like we are. Complain. Yeah, I'm complaining too. I don't like it either. Don't give me those eyes. I'm not staring down at this dog. Either one of them. Anyway, I will be more careful. How about if I just let you lay in my lap? I like lap time. Lap dogs. What do you do with them? Okay. Okay, if midlife is approximately 41 years, or 42, whatever, in that area, depending on what lifespan is figured to be at this point in time or whatever point in time. It's, like I said, it's not an exact thing. Okay, so then if middle-aged, or Middle Ages, whichever you want to go with, is when you are halfway between, let's put it this way. You're halfway between grown up and kicking off. Yeah, halfway between grown up and kicking off. Awful. That's an awful way to put it. But it's like you're in the middle. You've raised your kids. You thought you tried to do a good job, but you messed up in a big bunch of ways. But anyway, you managed it. But now they're managing it with their kids. So, when did you grow up? There's another kicker. When did you grow up? Yeah, I'm all philosophical tonight. Deal with it. Did you grow up before you had your kids? Or did you grow up with your kids? Did they mature you? There you go. I think it's a little of both. I mean, your parents raise you to a point where you can be independent. And you can read all the baby books on how to have babies, how to raise your babies, how to, you can go talk to all kinds of experts. You're still going to have to figure it all out. So, it's always a growing process. Even after you've raised your kids. And after, when they get to the point where they've just raised their kids and they're ready to send their kids out the door, because then you've got a whole new thing to deal with. You've got to deal with your kids needing that support of the problem, not the problem, of the experience that you've been through. Not all of this is easy. There's a lot of it that's not easy at all. But then you're also at this point where, okay, you're retiring, your life is changing. And you're facing the end of your parents' lives. If they've lived the expected lifespan. Which mine, thankfully, have. And actually, my mom is, I don't know. But my dad still seems to be going pretty strong, really. He's in the nursing home, but mainly there because I think his anxiety was giving him arrhythmias more than anything, because the doctor says his heart is strong. And he's totally there up here. My mom is at the late stage Alzheimer's. I think I showed that here a while ago. So, they could, I used to take care of elderly patients all the time. And an average age was early 90s. That's in a nursing home, of course, but we had some that were, we had several over 100 years old. Some say that's starting to decline. I don't know. I just don't know. Because this is another thing that has to do with age, middle age, midlife, all of that stuff is what they go by statistically. Statistics mean nothing to me. I took statistics. That's why they mean nothing to me. And I know what they mean as far as, but I also know this. It depends on who's gathering and where you're gathering the data, what sample group you're taking it from, it's just, there's so many factors go into it. There is no accurate statistics. It's like polls. That's why there's so many different polls. Everybody has their own. It's even got to the point where every major news channel has their own poll. I can take a poll every day on my blog, or blog, if I want to, because there's a thing in there where I can take a poll. I can ask you a question for yes or no, or for something like if you prefer.
Rosie, did you forget my name?
No, I said it, didn't I? Yeah. Or Buster. I'm not going to ask you that because I'd be in trouble. So, that's my philosophical roundabout for the day. I don't know what else to say. And I still haven't figured out what either midlife or middle age means. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Good night. Don't let the bugs bite. Good night. Good night. Sleep till the daylight. Good night. Good night. Kind to each other. Good night. Good night. Tell someone you love them. And let the people around you know that you think they're valuable. And also realize that you are valuable to a lot of people. And we'll see you tomorrow.